Greetings, y'all. If you're new here, welcome to SwagHer. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're talking about a book series that has completely taken over Book Talk and Bookstagram, the Drew Collins series by Author Granger. For those who haven't read it yet, Drew Collins University is this hidden underground school. Think a magical HBCU for people who come from supernatural bloodlines. There are four different schools within it, each one built around a different kind of gift or power, and the whole series follows students navigating that world while uncovering secrets that go all the way back generations. It's become such a phenomenon that creators have started making tour videos, literally walking people through what each of these schools would look like in character and detail. And today I've got some of those creators here with me to talk about how they brought this fictional world to life. Before we get into it, let me read you a little bit about who's joining me this morning. We have, and let me pause 1 second. So we have first Curls Who Read is her Instagram handle, and her name is Kiana. Let me tell you about Kiana. So Kiana works in corporate America by day. Any minute outside of that and her family obligations, she finds solace in reading. She developed her love of books at an early age, reading books like the Goosebumps series, Fear Street, Sweet Valley High, and more. Her favorite genres are urban romance, contemporary romance, and paranormal romance. Kiana was born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee. Greetings, Kiana.
Hello.
Okay. So we also have Jazzy Just Love Books. Jasmine is let me bring it to the stage, is a wife and mother from Stockton, California. Her love of reading began in second grade, where she fell in love with reading books like the Pee Wee Scouts, and her passion for reading continued to bloom. During the day, she is an affordable housing advocate, but in her free time, she has turned her hobby into an outlet. She started her book influencer journey in 2025 as a way to cope with the grief of her mother's death, finding renewed hope and newfound friendships through the shared love of books. Her favorite genres are fantasy, dark academia, and paranormal romance, and she loves highlighting the vast diversity and talent that Black authors bring through unexpected genres. Greetings, Jazzy.
Greetings. Good morning.
And then we have and Book Bloom Brandy. So, to tell you guys a little bit about Brandy, she is from Florida. Her love for reading started in elementary school, but as she got older, she drifted away from it. After losing her boyfriend, she picked up reading again as a way to cope. And she's been reading daily ever since to keep her mind occupied. Her favorite genres are urban romance, thriller, fantasy paranormal, and historical fiction. Greetings, Brandy.
Greetings. Good morning.
And finally, we have Adore Reads. Raven is a mother educator. Oh, sorry. Raven, I thought I hit the thing and I'm hitting the other thing. Hold up. Okay, Raven is a mother, educator, and book influencer based in New Orleans. Through thoughtful book recommendations, author interviews, and engaging literary content, she specialized in celebrating Black romance, fantasy, and urban fiction while connecting readers with stories that entertain, inspire, and spark meaningful conversations. As your New Orleans book bestie, Raven is passionate about building a welcoming community where every reader can discover their next favorite book. So, greetings, Raven. All right. So, I'm so glad to have you all here. We're going to go ahead and get straight into things. I'm really excited about this conversation because I am a Drew Collins fan as well. So, when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I got to talk to them. I want to know what were they thinking when they put this together. So, we're going to go ahead and start with question one. Of course, we're going to start by sharing who our favorite characters are and why we identify with them. I'm saying we because I want to share mine too. As I just said, I'm a big Drew Collins fan. So we can start with Kiana and just kind of work our way through the list.
Maggie. I love Maggie. Not because she's the one of the main characters, but I just love like in the beginning the innocence that Maggie had. She had no idea what she was, and she has like the ability to her character is developing. She's also the oldest one out of the group, and she can blend in with them with having fun, but she also has this sense of maturity. Like, I'm here, to get my education as well. And I feel like she also keeps the girls grounded. And that resonates with me because I find myself in my friend group as the one that's trying to be the peacemaker, trying to find the common ground, the level ground for everyone.
I love that. And also, just so many of your points resonated with why I love Maggie so much too. So yeah, I totally get that. And who's yours, Jazzy?
So I'm a Susie stan. I'm not gonna lie. Susie is my girl. I love her. I just think she's unafraid to be herself. She's very different. She's very complex. She has a lot of different levels to her that people are able or not even able to understand. I love her seductory. I love the magic that she uses. I'm very much in tune spiritually. So to me, that really stood out for her. She did not have an easy upbringing, which I definitely identify as. And then also, I also love Hamora. Hamora is very different and she's not afraid to be different and she stands out with that. Maggie is my girl too, don't get me wrong. So I have a couple favorite characters, but I will have to say Susie and Hamora are my two favorites of the series.
It's so funny that you mentioned her more because when I think of her, of course I know she's part of the series, but I hadn't really thought about her as possibly being a favorite character. But I did love Hamora too. And so, who is yours, Raven?
So I have two. One of them is just because, but my favorite character is Raven because we have the same name, you know.
Yes.
And also, I feel like I see myself in Isis. Like she can be fun and pain and playful, but she also has that background of pain and how she has to be hidden and all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. And I like Isis too, and I love how free she was as well, like very liberated. I love that about her. And Brandy, who's your favorite character, and why do you identify with them?
I don't know about identifying, but I love my girl Hamora.
Okay.
But then I also like Isis and Asha, but she's deterring me. She was my favorite, but yeah, not no more.
Don't give up on her.
Okay. Well, look, I'm gonna share mine because, of course, I mean Maggie. I just love Maggie down. Like Maggie was just I saw so much of myself within her, even with her being in school and being the oldest one. That resonated with me, but just so many of like basically what Kiana was saying. So much of her growth and just that coming out the way she did. I really resonated with that too. But I would also have to say I don't know. It's so crazy because I kind of had started like really getting into Asha and just really putting myself in her shoes. And like, then it just so happens that I ended up having this accident, which left the scars on my face. And that made me connect to her in a whole different way, because I always was like, God, they got to be so hard for her in my head. That was kind of what I was always thinking. So, those two are my favorites, but I love Susie too. I love all the girls though, I just really love all the characters and just the fullness of them. So let's move on to our next question. Um, where was it? How did the idea for the tour come about that you all created?
It was Raven. She pulled us together. She was in our Patreon group. She posted if anyone wanted to. She has some thoughts on how to do something for the book coming out. If anybody wanted to participate, let her know. And we were the ones who reached out to us. Reached out to her, and then she set up our little group in Instagram, and she started brainstorming. She was like, hey, this is what I think, what do you guys think? And we was like, yeah, absolutely. And so we just selected a day because it was everybody had their day to do their drop, to do their video. And we did like an introduction one, and then the next week we did each person had their own day to drop their video. But she was the force behind the entire idea.
Wow.
Now, of course,
Okay.
we get Desiree's permission to do this.
That's what that was my next question. Did you all have to ask her? And so what was it like? Because since you did have to ask her and she obviously agreed for gave you all approval. What was it like working with her?
Well, we didn't
We
work
did
with
not
her.
work with her.
Okay,
I
well, you
sent
just
her a
got approved when.
message.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
that
but
was
I
it.
sent her
Okay.
a message, and
she's not
she was
really good
actually
at
excited.
marketing and stuff. She don't like that. So she was like, "Go ahead, you do your thing,"
Yeah,
and
Mhm.
she was
it was.
excited.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we're missing someone. Our other Brandy, who Ray was like, I'll reach out to her, and then Brandy is the one who's really connected with Desiree, and always reaches out to her and speak with her and get her just gauge on things. And she was telling us like she want mine, but she did. She was like, hey, go for it. I guess this is going to help promote the books. So we were happy.
Yes. Desiree is
Okay.
very sweet. She's very down to earth. If you ever are to meet her in person, she'll stand and have a whole conversation with you. She's a very down to earth and sweet person outside of being an author. So,
Um,
I've reached out. I have been trying to get an interview with her. So, if y'all could put in a word, just, let me shoot my shot right here, right now. Um, because
so
I just really love what she has been able to do with this series. Just when I discovered the books, I don't even remember. I think maybe it was in a Black Girl Who Reads group, the first one. And then, I mean, like I discovered the first one in there, and then I just went down a rabbit hole, just reading everything. I was like, I couldn't wait for the next drop. Now, I have not read book 5 just yet because I don't think it's on Audible yet. The last time I checked, so that's why
no,
I haven't read that one.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
not
and
yet.
that's how I read everything. I can't sit down and read anything. But let me ask y'all this: how much of your tour content is based directly on what's in the book versus things you imagined or filled in for yourself?
well, for me, or are we going in a order?
You can go.
Okay, I was gonna say for me, um, a lot of it was based on the book. I will say when I had to come up with different courses in classes just to give it some deeper, introspect, coming up with course names, that came from me. But a lot of it I just based on the books, the school colors, bringing in Quan the cat, bringing in some things that the students that would be in the school of spirituality, which was my school to represent, would have there that we did read in the book. I wanted to keep it as close to the book as possible, but I did want to bring in some creative elements just to kind of explain when I go to a university orientation, what are some things that they would talk about? And so that's the little creativity that I added to it. But for the most part, I tried to keep it with the book.
Okay.
Same for me. So I was the School of Intellect because Maggie is an intellect student, and I feel like I had the pressure on me because I had to go first. And so, but I really just did like the introduction video, talked about the School of Intellect, like giving a brief tour of the school and going into the library, and things such as that. But I didn't, deter from the book at all. I tried to keep it very close to what we talked about in the book.
Okay.
I winged
Anybody
mine.
else want to share?
I literally
So
winged mine.
mine, the only thing I feel like I added in was like the major red dancers, but everything else was straightforward from the book. You had the games, the football team, because I did like student life. You had the
Yeah.
Hmm.
sororities. They were dressed in sorority colors. Like I went straight from the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be at a
Okay.
HPCU and not have majorettes.
Not at all.
When I saw that, that was the one thing that did stand out to me because I was like, did they mention the major rest in there? But like everything else, I remember from your video, I was like, you know what? But I like that though because, like you said, being there at a HBCU, it only makes sense. So yeah, okay. So, which character storyline do you think deserves its own spinoff?
You're not that far in the book yet, so we don't
They
want to ruin
kind
it.
of had their own
Oh,
spin-off.
okay.
Okay, because I would just say Asia because she has like her possibility of the growth in her character and all of the unknowns to her that she has, and she's still trying to find. She has some things she needs to find out, and I feel like she needs a spinoff. And this is something that Desiree did post in her Instagram stories, and I definitely responded. Was like, yes, please, please, please give her a spinoff.
Okay. Look, well, I'm glad y'all told me, like, the other part too. But I think Asha could definitely have, her own spinoff because she had just from, the 1 through 4, well, 1 through 3, she had enough just I don't know. She had so much going on,
Yeah.
basically. So I could understand that suggestion. Okay.
And she's the one that rubs everybody, mostly everybody, the wrong way. It's like,
Yeah.
but she's came a long way. That's why I said, Brandy, don't give. She's came a long way. She got a long
She
way to go.
has. She
And she's one of
has.
the youngest of the crew as well. And I think we need to give her some grace with that. Like, her background. She's the youngest. She got a lot of growing to do. We all had a lot of growing to do in
I
our
mean,
early
I said
20s.
I like her, but she worked my nerves.
Well, without giving away any spoilers, just how would you describe the latest book, The Alchemy of Souls, the Sun series?
Mind blowing.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay. Mind blowing got me scared now, to be to be
It's
honest. It got me like, oh my God, is somebody we gonna lose somebody? I'm just hoping
Oh,
not, because that is one thing that I
no,
feel like,
no
okay.
one dies.
Oh,
no.
It's just
okay, that's
I
good.
don't
Because
know
I
how
just didn't
she
wanna
I don't know how she thinks of stuff like that. That was crazy.
Her world
Especially
building is
like the
amazing.
trials, like they finally got to do the games. And
Finally,
like
yes.
the imagery of the trials was just breathtaking. Like I don't know.
Amazing. Yeah. Out of this
okay.
world.
Well, I can't wait to read it. I like when her books drop on Audible, I be like planning ahead of time. Like I know I can't do nothing this week because I want to just sit and listen. Like that is a book that I will just literally sit down and listen to. So I just love what Arthur Granger has created. I think what you all created with the tours of the colleges, or the different schools, that was just really amazing as well. So I thank you ladies for taking the time out to speak with me, and just I guess y'all will keep us updated. Y'all come up with something new with the next book, because I'm anticipating another book. I'm just speaking it into existence. I don't know, but thank y'all though.
Thank you for
I have
having us.
Brandy's
Thank you
Brandy
so much for
said
having us.
Brandy gave us what inspired her. The other one who didn't show up.
Okay.
So she said that Isis is her favorite because she's so
Okay.
underrated, and her ability to manipulate water as an elemental student is impressive. She's basically first family underwater. And she said, thank you for inviting her.
Oh,
Oh, until I said thank you. Well, I mean, if she's watching, tell her thank you. But I mean, here to thank you. But I did like Isis a lot too. Like I said, so I thought she was cool. So and then I like the fact that she mentioned her actual power, because I don't think we've really talked much about anybody's powers, or what all they could do. So the fact that she said that, I think that that's cool. So again, thank y'all for taking the time out to speak with me. I know some of y'all are on the West Coast, so I know it's early for y'all. I won't hold you long, but I really appreciate this. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, because I be looking for somebody to talk to about Drew Collins. so so I was like geeked about this. But thank y'all though.
Thank you for
thank you.
inviting
Thank
us.
you for
Yes.
having us.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and close out. Peace and blessings. And I will catch you all later on today at 3:30 for another interview that I have.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.